Hey friends, Miranda here, back in the kitchen to share another recipe with you guys. Today we are making chile colorado, which basically is chunk meat in a red salsa. Now it's not quite spicy, it's more so the name because of the color, because it's red. Somebody were to tell you, traes los cachetes colorados, they're basically telling you that your cheeks are red. So that's pretty much what this dish is. It doesn't take a whole lot of ingredients, you guys. So right here, I've cut up into about 1-inch cubes, just like a beef roast. Like I said, you could use pork. It's up to you, but basically you want like 1-inch roughly cubes. And to make the salsa red, you are going to need about 12 chile guajillos. Now, here's the thing that's going to be optional though, you guys. So in my case, since my kiddos are going to be eating this, and chile guajillos, the seeds can be a little bit spicy sometimes. What I did was go ahead and I cleaned out all the seeds. So there's no seeds in these, but you can leave them in when you are cooking the chiles. It's not usually a super spicy chile, but like I said, even with just the veins in it, that's totally fine, because it does still give it a little bit of spice. Right here, I have about 1/4 of a large onion, so you probably want to do like half of a small. This is going to be going into the salsa. You're also going to need some garlic, you guys. You can use whole garlic. I have this already minced. You can mince your own. I have some cumin here, like actual cumin, not ground cumin. So we're going to need just about a pinch of that, about a pinch of oregano, some black pepper, and then, of course, some salt. And that is all that you're going to need, you guys. So what we're going to do first is work on the meat here. And so basically I have a pan, or a pot I should say, and I'm going to put the meat in there. We're going to salt and pepper it, and then we're going to let it cook. So I have my meat in the pot, you guys, and so like I said, we're just going to salt and pepper this to our liking, however much you feel needed. We're going to go ahead and add in some pepper now. And then I'm also going to add just a tad bit of water, you guys. Not a whole lot, because obviously the meat lets out its own juices. And so then I'm just going to go ahead, give it a little stir. And then we're going to go ahead and cover it and kind of let it do its thing. Just make sure that we are stirring every so often so that the meat is not sticking to the bottom of the pan or anything like that. But yeah, so I'm just giving this little stir. And then we are going to go ahead and cover it. Alright, so this next step, you guys, is actually for the chiles. So you want to get water boiling at, as high as you can get it, and we're gonna go ahead to this boiling water add the chiles. And I did forget to mention, I am cooking the meat on a medium heat. So let's go ahead and get the chiles to add to the water. So we're gonna go ahead, add the chiles in there. And then what we're gonna do is actually turn off the water now. You wanna make sure that the chiles are nice and submerged in the water. And basically what we're gonna do is just let them sit in this water for a little while, probably about 15-20 minutes or so. And then they'll be ready to blend. And so I want to show you, it's only been about like 5 minutes, but you can see that the meat has changed in color. So like I said, you just want to make sure that you keep mixing it, and basically we just want all this water to be absorbed and the meat to be thoroughly cooked. Alright, so now that the chiles are ready to go, they're nice and soft. That's the whole idea of this. We're going to go ahead and add them to the blender, you guys. Add all the chiles to the blender. See, that is all of them. Yes. So that is all the chiles. Make sure that you do save the liquid from the chiles. And to here, we are going to add the onion. I chopped it up. You don't have to, but I did just to kind of make it easier. Let me move this. So we're going to go ahead and add this onion here. We're also going to go ahead and add a spoonful of garlic. I want a good sized spoonful. Could add more if you wanted to. Then to here, we're also going to add some pepper. Going to add a bit of oregano. And just a pinch of the cumin. You don't want to overdo it, you guys, with the cumin. So I'm adding about that much. It's probably about a teaspoon or less. It's because cumin is just such a strong spice. Then you also want to add in some salt, however much to your liking. And then once the salsa gets added to the meat, you can definitely add more salt. You can check there and see what it's looking like. So now we can go ahead and add in some of the liquid here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that much. And we're going to go ahead and take this to the blender. So you definitely want to blend for about a good minute or so. Make sure everything gets blended very, very nicely. And as you can see, you have this beautiful, nice red salsa here. So we're just going to wait for the meat to be done, and then I will show you the next step. All right, you guys. So all of the water is absorbed. I have turned the heat down to like a very low heat. And so what we're going to do now is go ahead and add in the salsa. Let me kind of give you a little bit more of a close-up if you can kind of see that, what the meat looks like there. So you will need a strainer, you guys, one of these fine strainers, because what we're going to be doing is pouring the salsa into it, because we don't want any of the like extra seeds in there or the skins from the peppers to fall into the meat. So this is just kind of what you do basically until it's all the liquid has fallen into the pot. Alright, so I have all the salsa in the pot, you guys, and basically this is everything that you did not want in there. You guys see that? That's all of like the skin from the peppers and like any extra seeds and stuff like that. So that you can just toss. Alright, so the color is so beautiful, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and actually give this a good mix. So, and we're going to go ahead and cover this again for about 15 minutes or so. That way all the flavors can come together nicely. Then I will show you guys what it looks like plated up. It smells so good, you guys. So, so good. The cumin, it gives it this nice smell. So good. Alright, so that is that. Cover it back up and we'll be back. Alright, y'all, so that is what it looks like. And I did forget to mention that when you add in the salsa, that would be when you want to add any extra salt. So you want to taste it, and if it needs salt, go ahead and add it. So the meat I have a little bit of rice, and I actually have some beans going over there, but they're not quite done yet, so we're going to be having beans too. But that's kind of would be your typical sides, beans and rice. You can actually also do this green. There's chile verde. That one, though, I will say usually is spicy because it's done with serranos or jalapenos. Basically, it's the same concept, except it's green. Though I will say I've only ever really seen it done with pork meat, not with beef. I do have a salsa verde recipe. If you guys are interested, I'll leave it linked in the description box below. But basically the same concept. It's just like chunk meat with, green salsa. And so I'll leave the green salsa recipe linked below. I don't think I've done a video on salsa verde, but yeah. This is what our dinner is going to be tonight. Just waiting on the beans to be done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave me a big thumbs up. And I will see you in my next video, you guys. Bye.